everyone, my name is Tasha and I'm back with a video to give you a few pointers about how to grow your hair. I'm going to show some videos that will, first of all, let me let you know who I am. I'm a hairstylist for those of you who are new to my channel. I'm a hairstylist and I have grown out several people's hair. I have a few pictures here. And these are just a few of the many people whose hairs that I've grown out. So I'm just giving a few pointers because I've learned the tips that are issues with people's hair. I guess people have different reasons, but the main points that I'm giving today are the key points that will get your hair growing and the issues that people have been having and that will get you to move forward on your growth on your own hair. So to get right into it, the first thing that I do to help people's hair grow is trim the ends. So a lot of people have dead ends and they try to save them. If your hair is thin on the ends, then there's no point of keeping them, because that is a hindrance. Like what happens is your hair splits up. Usually I have people do a trim every 3 months, 4 months, depending on what kind of styles you wear. If you straighten your hair or you more so wear straightened hairstyles, then you would do like 3 months. But if you wear a more protective style, sometimes you can go a little longer, but 3 months is usually the norm. Every month is too often, because what you're doing is you're just cutting off what is really growing. Most people sometimes get scissor happy, so basically if you cut your hair every month, you are just cutting off what is grown, what you just grew. So as far as big chop, a lot of people think that because they have a relaxer or the ends are messed up from straightening their hair that they need to do a big chop. You don't have to do a big chop. You can grow your hair out without doing that. I never recommend a big chop unless a person just wants to just tired of their hair. You can still, I have grown a lot of people's hair out from just trimming little by little and keeping the growth that you already have. So the other point under, as far as the next point is conditioning your hair. You cannot have dry hair. Dry hair causes brittle hair, and brittle hair will cause breakage, which causes you would have to get trimmed more often. So usually when I wash and condition hair, I wash it and leave the conditioner on for at least like 3 to 5 minutes. The best conditioner that I've found is this here, silicone, and it's like a deep conditioner, but I use it as a regular conditioner. A lot of people use this on wigs and weaves, but I use this on anything. You can use this on your own hair, and you'll be surprised how silky your hair will feel after this. And as long as you keep your hair from getting dry, as long as you keep your hair from getting dry, then you won't have problems with breakage. So the third thing is a protective style. You wanna, for those of you who don't like your hair out, or you just want to style, or sometimes people get tired of looking at their hair all the time, so they feel like it's not growing, what you can do is put a protective style like crochets. You can put braids in, quick weaves. Like, there's so many styles that you can do that if you do them right, you won't break your hair off. You can do sew-ins. There's just plenty of styles out here that you can do. It's all about the stylist or the person that's doing your hair. Sometimes a lot of people break their own hair off because they try to save money, but at the end, you just tear your hair up. If you don't know how to take care of your hair, then you're just wasting time of your hair growing because you're just breaking it right back off. So the fourth point, the fourth way I use to grow hair is hair growth oils. Now I have used many oils out there, and I'm not bragging, but I have gotten more results with my hair growth oil than some of these other oils. Not to say that there are other oils out here. There are wild growth, there are plenty of hair growth oil. There's Jamaican castor oil you can use, but it seems for some reason, and also like I made sure I chose an oil that I know that had certain things in it and I will list all the ingredients in the description. Well, all of the ingredients are listed on my website of the what's in the oils. So for you that are allergic to anything in there, then you will know already before you get it what's in there. But definitely this has grown a lot of people's hair, because you need something to put on your hair while it's in the protective style. And this, I have seen major difference in people's hair from using it in a short amount of time. And the fifth thing to grow your hair that you can use, and you don't have to do all of these all at once. You can just take 2 of them, at least the trim, the condition, and this last one, or the one I just gave. This last one, which is hair growth peels. I'll put up all this information in the description. You can use hair gummies. I will list it also up on here. Well, here's what I take. So I just take 2 of these a day. You can take biotin, you can take collagen peels, you can take biotin. They can come in, you have to be careful with biotin sometimes, because sometimes it can make you grow too much hair. They have different doses. If you are a person that just break out or have all kinds of allergic issues, I would not take it. I'm not a doctor. I'm not recommending any prescription items, but this is what has worked for me, and you have to try it by your own self, but try at your own discretion. So they have 1,000 mcg, I think, all the way up to 10,000. If you can't handle 1,000, I definitely wouldn't move to 10,000. I would start low on 1,000 and then move your way up. But I've had people who had really quick growth from 10,000. I do not recommend everybody taking that, because that's not everybody's body can't handle that. But the clients, they tried it at their own, and then when I asked them what they were taking, that's when I found out they were taking the highest dose. But like I said, I don't take that. I think mine is about 5,000, but I work my way from 1,000 to 5,000 mcgs. But you have to do your own research on that, because I'm not a medical specialist or anything. I just try things, read about it, and then see if it works for me. So those are the 5 tips that I have that will grow your hair. Now, if you have other issues involved, I'm gonna break it down to you like this. Prayer has gotten some of my clients farther than what they expected. Even though you have an oil that may work, prayer works farther. I don't know how many of you believe in prayer to God, but I'm not going to get into that, but prayer for me has worked on people's head. Please like the channel, comment, let me know if you want me to put it out. I'm going to put up the videos at the end and show you the people that I've had that use my hair growth oil, how their hair looked before and how it looks now. This one particular client, she hasn't had any hair on her edges since she said a kid. And as soon as she started using the oil, she was actually the first person I tested it on. a few years ago, or maybe 2 years ago. She was the first person I tested it on, and it actually grew her hair back. So she said she hasn't been able to grow hair since about 11, and she's in her late 20s now. And you see in a short amount of time, I think that was only like 2 months or 3 months, less than that, about 2 months. She went from barely anything, and you can see in this picture right here that her hair has gotten thicker. But this is not even doing justice, because I didn't get to take a picture of how her hair looks now, but her hair is actually fully grown in, about just like this long. So for her to go from nothing to 3 inches of hair, and she wasn't able to grow her hair since she was 11, there's something that's working. And everything don't work for everybody, but if I were you, I would try it. And what's to hurt? I mean, what's to go wrong? But to say that you did it, it's just hair growth oil. It's not going to make your hair fall out. So just as long as you're not allergic to anything that's in it. So these are my tips that will grow your hair. These are my tips that will grow your hair. It also takes consistency and not being a negative person. If you're a person that just go in straight and says, my hair is not going to grow. If you go in with even in life, if you just go in with a negative mindset, you're going to get negative out of it. So if you go in with a positive, a lot of times you're going to get positive. So these are my tips, once again, that help my clients' hair grow. I've took numerous people who told me their hair couldn't grow, and they end up growing long. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.